Welcome to the channel this evening. We're in studio, and we've got a special guest tonight from the Valley Lacrosse, Hunter Sherwin. Let's bring him on screen, and we'll start talking a little bit. Hunter, how are you doing this evening?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Thanks for asking. Hey, just want to welcome you to the studio. I hope you're comfortable. Can we get you anything to drink, or are you good to go?
Good to go.
Hey, why don't you start out by telling us a little bit about yourself and what your role is on the Valley Lacrosse?
So I'm Hunter. I'm going to be a senior this year. I play midi both ways. My nickname is Hunter the Machine Sherwin. That's what they like to call me. Yeah, that's about it for me.
When you say you play midi both ways, could you tell some of the younger or maybe less familiar lacrosse people exactly what that means?
So not only do I play offense, but then when the ball gets turned over, I play defense, and then maybe even back to offense. Two ways.
I understand. So as you look forward to the season, tell us a little bit about how the team season went last year.
We were about average. We went 9-6, I believe. We lost to some good teams.
What does that mean, Max? I understand. Hold it. Hunter, again, could you go back and tell us a little bit about your season last year?
So we went 9-6, lost to some good teams, lost to some teams we maybe shouldn't have. Should have maybe made it a little bit farther in the sections. Should have made it to the semifinal, I think. Was the first year that we came together. First time a lot of us played with each other as we did merge. Looking forward to this year. We didn't graduate very many people, getting a lot of our guys back, so it should be exciting.
As you look, in the off season right now, what are some of the things that the team is doing in order to come together? I know it's the second year of the merger, and get better and get ready for the upcoming season this spring.
Last year we did a lot of team building things. We actually hired a guy to come do a team building exercise with us. We do paintball every year, which we'll do around March or maybe even April. Nope. I think it's more in April. We're doing Winter League right now, and then captain's practices will start up after hockey ends or towards the end of hockey, because we start them now, no one will come. But yeah, not really. We didn't really do a whole lot of team building. I think when you're mature enough, you just meet a new guy and you can play with them, and a lot of us played with each other in club teams, so it really wasn't that unfamiliar to see each other.
How about you as an individual? Since the last end of the last game in May, June, what have you done in order to get yourself ready physically and become a better lacrosse player in the off season?
Two-sport athlete, so off season I lifted with my football team, played football. Season didn't go the way I wanted it to, but it is what it is. And then since that's been over, I've been lifting. I've been trying to get better at it, or go more often, I should say, and then right now, like today, I went to Winter League and played. That was fun, and just slowly making myself a little bit better, bringing myself back up to speed with the game.
You know, in the off season, it's winter. We got about 2 feet of snow out there. Are there any other things other than Winter League that a young player can do in the winter months where there isn't really a field or a place to shoot or do anything to get better with stick skills and maybe some of the fine-tuned skill of lacrosse?
Oh, absolutely. You can hold on to your stick every day. People will tell you, people that played lacrosse, big-time lacrosse, Ryan McNamara would tell us, just get your stick in your hand every day, regardless as if you're playing wall ball or you're just literally just holding the stick in your hand, maybe put a ball in there, throw it up to yourself. Just kind of never lose that feeling, because everybody's stick is unique to them. Everybody strings their stick differently. Everybody puts tape on their stick differently. But yeah, just kind of, you gotta be one with the stick. You gotta have the stick skills, and because without them, you really can't do a whole lot on the field.
Just for the fans out there here, just going to give you a close-up of me again in case you've forgotten what I look like. All right, that was good. We'll bring Hunter back in. As you look at yourself as a player, why don't you give us two of your biggest strengths as a lacrosse player and maybe two of your weaknesses, whichever order you want, or things that you think you can improve on?
Weaknesses, definitely don't have the best stick skills. For sure not the best stick skills. And with that comes, I can catch the ball pretty well. Passing is not fantastic. I think my stick, I will blame a little bit on the stick. I had some stick trouble. I'll have to get it restrung again. Also shooting, not very good shooting, and not a great dodger. With that though, there are some positives. I've got quite the motor, I think, on the lacrosse field. I can go up and down, can play a full game. I have the ability to play defense pretty well. I think I'd be pretty physical with the other team, and I think I'm quite good at getting ground balls as well. I think I'm pretty good at getting ground balls.
You know, as you look at the upcoming season, the outlook, what do you think the Valley season will look like, and what are your, I don't know, predictions or hopes, or how you think the team will do?
I'd say this year will definitely be a lot more fun. Had a meeting with our coach. A couple of us guys had a meeting with our head coaches. I think this was back in week 7 of the football season, so end of October, early November maybe, or end of October. We talked about strength of schedule this year. So we dropped some of the teams that we beat by 15. They're no longer on the schedule. No games like that anymore. And then we picked up some of the best teams in the state, like Benilde. We don't play Chanhassen, but much more better teams than we have been playing. With that said, though, I think, like I said earlier, we didn't graduate very many guys. Only 2 starters, which I think is really good for us. It's really good to have those guys returning. I think we have great aspirations. I think last year we just kind of got held at a roadblock in the section semifinals. We definitely could have won that game. Just numerous opportunities, and both played at Rosemount, both that game and the earlier time played in the season, lost to them both times in double overtime. But I think we get over those small little roadblocks, things that, you know, teams struggle with, but ultimately our ability to push through those could very well bring us deep into a possible state run.
You know, as you finish up your high school career and your last season of lacrosse at Eastview, and of course with the Valley, what's next up for Hunter Sherwin? Where do you plan on being next fall, and what do you plan on doing in the future once you're out of high school?
Next year, haven't really had any definitive answers. Right now, the biggest possibility is definitely Montana State. I think it'd be fun there. Maybe try to play club lacrosse there if I'm lucky enough, if I had the ability to. Ski in the off season, but yeah, I think I'd really like to go to Montana State if I could, and I think I would be able to. But yeah, I haven't really thought about it a whole lot, and I probably should have, because most people have it figured out by this time their junior year, but just a procrastinator.
Hunter, one final question. If you think of, you get to go out to dinner one time, pretty nice meal, and you can go with any person in history. Can't be a family member. Could be someone that's dead right now, but they could come back to life, and you could go to dinner, one dinner with anyone in the world. Who would you choose to go to dinner with, and why?
Well, that's an on-the-spot question. Any person on the planet, not a family member, dead or alive. Oh, geez. Wow. I don't even know. Maybe, I'd say Vladimir Zelensky, the Ukraine president. I think it would be pretty cool talking to him. I think he's quite the guy. He was told to get out of the country, save him, but I don't know, a guy like that, guy said, give me a gun, I'm staying. I think that's pretty sweet. that dude, time personally year, I think he's quite something. I'd like to talk to him. I think it'd be pretty sweet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Hunter Sherwin of the Valley Lacrosse. We thank him for his time this evening, and maybe we'll have another interview later this evening with an entrepreneur from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you all later. Kelly Sherwin signing off.